and this is for triangles specifically, you get the third angle by what's called the no choice theorem. Parents often
Mm-hmm.
reference the no choice theorem when they speak to you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a joke, by the way. So the idea is like if you know two of the three angles of a triangle, like let's say that's 30 and that's 70, you automatically know the third one because they have to add up to 180.
Yeah.
That's one option. The other is side angle side. So that's typically like this where they have a shared angle. That one right there is the shared angle.
Okay.
And then the last one is side side side. That's where they sort of they have they're all the sides are proportional.
Mm-hmm.
So that's way too much information for you. But if you're in geometry, you would need this. I believe this will apply to the problems we're about to do. So let's take a look at number 2.
Right.
All right, so notice the angles are all the same.
Yeah.
If all the angles are the same, it is congruent. I'm sorry,
So
similar,
yes.
not
So
congruent.
yes.
Yep.
What?
So just say AA. Yes. I mean, I don't know. Do you guys have to give like one of these theorems or not?
No.
Okay. All right. How about number 3? What kind of is your observation for number 3? What would you say? So
Hang
take
on.
a look at the sides. Are they all proportional? Like, is it the same multiplier to go to?
No, but it looks the same.
Okay, give me a little bit more on that. Like, if you go 6 times k equals 9 and divide by 6, k is 3 divided by 2 or 1.5. If you multiply each of these by 1.5, do you get the new length?
Um, yes.
So
Well,
this
eight.
is, yes, so this is proportional or similar because they're all proportional.
Mm-hmm.
So you might say like all sides in proportion, but they might want to know the proportion, which is the 1.5 value.
Okay. The next one. Hmm. Hmm. All
Next
right.
one, I don't know if the next one is possible the way that that's a side point. So yeah, there's a problem here with the way your instructor has drawn this. Okay, never mind. So what the instructor is trying to get you to see is that the angles are different.
Yeah.
So there's no way that they can be similar.
Mm-hmm. So, okay.
All right. 5 is like 3. So see if you can figure out and the proportion or the scale factor. And it doesn't matter which direction you go. You can decide to go from the smaller to the larger or the larger to the smaller. It's whatever you sort of prefer, but it has to work for all of them.
So I would say no, but
Okay. So we gotta not just like,
yeah.
stick your thumb in the air and, all right, I think it's this. Um, One of the things they're not telling you is which side goes with which side, which I think could play an important factor here. The let me let me just grab the figure by itself and try to tell you that. Oh, I don't want a
Mhm.
video. Why? All right. Here we go. So here are the sides that go together. The 3 goes with the 9, the 6 goes with the 18, and the 5 goes with the 15.
Mm-hmm. So then it would be yes.
It is. What is the scale factor? What's the, like, how do you go from one triangle to the other? Like multiply or divide?
Um, you would multiply times 3.
Yeah, so the K,
So
the
6
scale
times
factor
3
is
is
3.
18. 3 times 3 is 9. 5 times 3 is 15.
Perfect. So all the sides are in proportion, and that is enough to do it.
Okay, last one.
Okay, so kind of like the previous one, all the sides have to be in the same proportion. So see if that works.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so that one, no, it would not work. I can't see any patterns at least.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them either. So we'll go with no.
Um,
Let me know when you're ready to proceed to the next page.
all right.
Are you allowed to use a calculator on this assignment?
No, I believe not.
Okay. All right, so number 1, we have to set up some sort of a proportion. And what we're really doing is we're setting up 2 fractions, right?
Mm,
And
yeah.
and kind of the way to do it is typically like the fraction on the left will be from one triangle, fraction on the right is for one triangle. That's one way to do it. Um, so like let's make the one on the left the large triangle and let's use like X and 10, for example.
Okay.
So for the smaller triangle, you have to figure out, well, which one does X go with? And just based on the orientation, it goes with 12.
Yeah.
So which side does the 10 go with?
Um, we'll probably go with the 5.
Yes. Now, have we solved proportions?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Cross
Right.
multiply.
Yeah. So this actually all the geometry students are doing this right now. It's really weird how this lines up.
Yeah.
Does your teacher also teach geometry?
Um, she so she does math 7, pre-algebra, algebra plus. So I guess, but we do learn geometry and algebra plus. So I guess so. Yeah.
We'll give this one a try. It does work out nicely, meaning it's a whole number. They don't always, though.
So cross multiply 10 times 12, 120. So 120. So wait, 5 5x equals 120. 5 by 5. 5 divided by 120. 24.
Yes.
X equals 24. Okay.
Now, sometimes like that's like too much work. Like you might have noticed that 5 goes to 10 by doubling and 13 goes to 26 by doubling. So you just had to double 12.
Yeah.
but it doesn't say to do that. It says to write a proportion.
Okay.
So, you got to be careful of, make sure you do what the teacher wants. They're giving you the grade, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so see if you can set up the proportion here. There's several correct answers. Like I don't feel like okay, you're wrong. It's just try something and let me know.
Okay. So what would that be though? Is that one? That one's
so I'd like you to tell me the proportion
so
before you.
okay. So um X and the bottom one 12. X over
So that one's
12
fine. Like you can literally do
equals
anything. Yeah, go ahead.
24 over 16.
Oh, yes, that works. Okay. Now you can pre-reduce vertically and horizontally. I think
Yeah.
you said your teacher didn't want you to do that, but that is up to
Yeah.
you. Um, Go ahead and
So
I guess
12
work this out.
becomes X over divided by 12. 24 divided by 2. So it becomes 1, 2, 16. So would the new one be X over 1 equals 2 over 16?
Wait, so are you pre-reducing?
Yeah.
Okay. I would work on this one first. 8 goes into both, and then
Mhm.
2 goes into both of these. So it's x over 6 equals 3 over 1.
Hmm. Because couldn't you do the 12 and the 24?
No, you cannot go. You can only go vertically or horizontally, never diagonally.
Huh. Okay.
Never, never, never.
Mm, So then 1x equals 18.
X
So
is 18.
x equals 18.
Good. All right. All right. So let's keep going here. Doing great. Number 3. All right. So go ahead and set up the proportion for us, please.
Um, x over 6 equals 15 over 10.
Okay, now you switched it up in this problem, and this is fine. This is correct what you have here. You did switch it up though. You made the tops the first triangle and the bottoms the other triangle, which is fine.
Mhm.
You just got to be consistent, which is okay.
Okay.
So you can pre-reduce over here, and then you can pre-reduce over here.
So So what would that be? Would be 2/3 and then so that would become x over 2 equals 3 over 1.
So go ahead and solve that for
Okay, so wait. If that becomes x, I can reduce 2, 3, 2, 3. Wait, was that? Yeah, that would go. Never mind.
it's like the last one.
Yeah, it would go in. So x would equal 3 or 9. Sorry.
Yes, yes, 9. Okay, great. So I feel like the hardest part is setting up the proportion. After you set it up, it's based on how you're doing it, you're gonna be fine. Um, that's what we're just gonna keep emphasizing here. I'd like you to try setting this up, tell me what you get, and then we'll talk about pre-reducing and solving and all that.
Okay. So viewers. So there's x. 30 x over 36 equals 21 over 35. Sorry. Yeah.
So give me one more time. I'm sorry.
So x over 36 equals 35 over 21.
Okay, that works. So on the right here, these are both divisible by 7,
Yeah.
and then 36 is divisible by 3.
X equals 60.
Now, I've been extremely negligent. We need to put in units for all of our answers.
Oh, okay.
And all of a sudden you get some math problems with some units. Obviously, I have not been paying attention, but
Mm,
yeah, the that's really important to do.
okay.
All right, so let's do number 5 here.
Okay. So x over 20 equals 10 over 8.
See if you can solve that on your own, please.
Okay. So let's see, divided by 8 by 2. That becomes 5. That becomes 4. And that's going to do. And that divided into. That would become x over 5 equals 5 over 1. X equals 25 centimeters.
Yes. Right. 6 and 7 are slightly different, but um, they're not all that difficult here. Um, we're no longer looking at sides now. We're just looking at angles.
Mhm.
but you have to figure out like which side goes with which side, and that's maybe the hardest part here to figure out. So uh, they have to be in proportion. So for example, like I think it's pretty clear that the 20 goes with the 15,
Yeah.
but what does the 28 go with?
Um, so 20, 21 or
It does. Now
yeah.
here's the correct way to figure it out. 15 times k equals 20.
Mhm.
Divide by 15. K is 4/3.
Yeah.
21 times 4/3 is 28. That's the way to do it, is to figure out, that. Um, so the reason that's important is that when you're finding x, okay, x is between the 18 side and the 21 side, which means it's between the 28 and the 24 side. So x is this angle measure here. X is
Okay.
44 degrees.
Okay. So it's in a way just more simple. But it's
Right.
not.
So the more challenging thing would have been to find the other angle measures, but whatever.
Okay. So wait.
Any other questions up before we move to 7?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right. So like seven's kind of the same, that they're, you already kind of know which ones are going with each other. 4 goes with the 6, the 5 goes with that, the 2 goes with that. So the missing angle is the one that's between the two, similar sides.
Mm-hmm.
So X is also 21 degrees. Right. Any questions that from maybe 8?
No, I don't think so.
All right. So number 8 here. So this similarity works not just for triangles, it also works for rectangles. How do you go from 4 to 6? Okay, and that's one way to do it. The other way is to actually make a proportion here,
Mm,
where you do like 8 over 6 equals 7 over 4, and then you solve for the missing side.
okay. So so that could reduce. So there's a 2, it's 3. So it becomes 3, becomes 2, 3 times 7, 21. It becomes 2h over, sorry, 2h equals 21. 21 divided by 2. So does it work out evenly or?
Is not.
No, thought not. So and
It'd be
then you have
10.5.
21. Yeah, okay.
All right. So moving on to mixed review now. Any thoughts before we proceed?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Buttered mushrooms. Okay. All right.
So Thunder's 48 grams. So 250. times. So, okay. Or 48 times 2. What was that? 200. Right. And then 200 to 250.
Are you reducing any of these?
I'm just going through them and then I'm gonna reduce them
Okay.
after.
Okay, good, good, good. I like that.
We need to serve 20 people. How many star crab would we need? So
So this
it's
one's a little bit hard.
300 times 5, right?
No, 300
No, wait.
serves 5.
So 300 serves 5. So then 300. Wait.
So one way to do it is to get to 20.
Yeah, by 5. So 5 times 4. So you do 300 times 4.
Yes. You could also set up a proportion. Um, sorry, times 4. That's not 4, but yeah, you could also set up a proportion for this if you wanted.
So
But same idea. So yeah,
that's
go ahead and work through those,
1200.
please.
So it would be 1200 mil of. Okay, so now I'm just gonna simplify. Let's see, 48 over 50. What do you do? Divided by 2. 48 divided by 2, 50 divided by 2. 50 divided by 2 is 25.
Why not cancel the zeros first? Like you can do this for a bunch of them. Cancel the zeros first.
So 4/5.
Yes. And that also applies to the next one and the next one. You might have to do a couple more things, but that will help kind of reduce the number of calculations you have to do.
Okay. So then 1/5. What? Trait 1 to 5.
Yeah, 1/5 is good. And the last one?
It's 20 over 25.
Keep going.
Wait. 5 over 5 divided by 5. That's 4/5.
Yes. And what is the answer you came up with for
I got 200. You got 1200
1200 milliliters? Actually, I have
milliliters.
some units there.
I put 200 milliliters of sour cream.
All right, good job on that. So we're gonna keep going here. And the next one, you got to reduce all the fractions until you get um
Well, B,
or yeah, that's well,
because,
yeah.
well,
Nope.
divide by 5, divide by 5. Oh
30 divided
no.
by 5 is 6.
Oh yeah.
So the other way to do it is to multiply them, like take 3 and multiply it to get the top number, like times 5 times 5. So that, and then see that doesn't work.
Yeah, so B doesn't work. So 4 does not work, or C does not work just because you can't. They're two odds and two even. Doesn't seem like you could really do much with
That
that.
that that's not
I
don't
guess.
that's not a good strategy. Let use the just
Well,
work the numbers out. Well, like I
well,
agree.
what
It isn't it's
like
not
what
that, but
divided by 4 could equal 3, or what divided by 6 could equal 5,
yeah, that that's a better
or
way of
multiply.
looking at it. Yes, that's a
Yeah.
better way.
So then 16 over 20. Hmm. You could divide 16. Mm, so it. mm, This one. Um, divided by 2, that's 8. That won't work. 16 divided by 6. Probably doesn't go in evenly, but 6, 12. Yeah, I only did like 2.5. So that won't. So D, I don't think will work. Yeah. So it's got to be it.
So another way to do it is to reduce or like does the same number multiply to get there? Yes, it does.
Yeah.
So it is A.
Right.
All right, so we're back to unit rates. Unit rates typically are Y units over X units. Um, so you can pick like really any point on the graph here. I'm gonna pick this one, $90 over 5 units,
But
which is people.
couldn't you just go down to the lowest? 1 over 15 already gives you your
Yes,
answer, doesn't it?
yes. But you have to use, yeah. But you have to do it with the correct. So it like what are you putting in the box here?
How many, how much is for one ticket?
So
Or,
that's why I wrote it this way. Y units over X units. It has to be written in this order. That there's a number and then something per something. There's like three things here to grade. There's the number and then the units and then the units.
so it would be so if it's one person, be
Nope.
15 what?
So that's where we're on. That's why it's better to go pick a point because then you're dividing 90 by 5
Okay.
or 6. So it's $15 per person.
Okay. So $15 per person.
That's your answer. It's got to be a number followed by some units. All right, so let's try number 7.
Just take
This one.
5 divided by 60,
So
12.
this one, it's more common. Put the time in the bottom.
Yeah. So it would be 12 feet by 1 minute.
12 feet per minute. Question on that?
No? Impact
So
gun. Ah,
for usually money is usually in the
on
top.
top.
Not
So
always, but common.
so you go to 85 8 times. It would be It would be 85 cents for one pack. Or for one, yeah, for one pack. There you go.
Yeah, your answer is correct, but you generally don't want to switch to cents. You want to keep it as $0.85 per pack.
Yeah, I have, but yeah, it's 85 cents. But yeah, that's what I put down.
All right. Number nine asks you to graph. We've actually not done any graphing. Not that that's a problem here. You want to label the axes. So like we've talked about, this the money is on the Y. So this is the stickers. So like
Yeah.
1, 2 is 1. There's a dot there. 2, 4, 3, 6. So do these points fall on a straight line?
So, hang on. I think so. Yeah. Mm, yeah. Looks like it. So it is a direct proportion.
Uh, yes. And then the unit rate is the slope again.
So unit rate, dollars per sticker. So, well, one sticker for $2, right? Or no, wait. Maybe how much is one sticker?
It's dollars
Yeah.
per sticker. So it's $2 per sticker.
Okay.
Good job. Any questions up before we go to the next one, which is basically the same?
I don't think so.
All right, so oh, I'm sorry. Actually, it's not the same. It's not anything.
I don't think it is. Yeah.
It's different. I thought it was another graphing one. I thought I didn't scroll down enough to see that there was no more. There was not an axis. All right. How many different shades of green did he make? So they're basically asking you how many of these ratios are there? And are any of them the same?
Well,
Like, do any of them reduce to what you already have?
9 to 6,
What does that reduce to?
3 to 2.
Okay. So we can effectively eliminate that.
6 to 4,
What does that reduce to?
3 to 2.
So it looks like there are two.
Okay.
Right. Very good. Would really help me if we could stop here tonight.
Yeah.
We got everything done. So we'll try and get back on Tuesday. Got some personal stuff. Might not allow that, but I'll talk to mom and dad. Maybe the last Tuesday where that's an issue, but
Okay.
we'll see. Thanks so much, August. Good job today.